Well, son of a gun, wouldn't you know it. I drilled all the holes there. I line these things up and they sort of fit, but they sort of don't. And on the back side of the guitar, you know, drill bits wander and so forth, and I can't put them where I want them. So I've seen a lot of people use these in guitars before, and they always come up with these funky patterns, you know, where one's there and one's back here and the next one's over here and this one's somewhere else. And now I know why. It's to make up for the tolerance of the drill bits and all that garbage. So I have decided that's the way I'm gonna go. So I'll put that one on the mark, I'll put that one on the mark, put that one on the mark. So maybe, there we go. So we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that and that. So that's what they're gonna look like when I'm done with them. I'll fill them in, I'll do something, I'll figure it out. But there it is. So I gotta re-drill the first set of holes, or at least 3 of them, and then we'll get on to fitting these ferrules. For the top, I gotta fill those holes in. If you can see the bore and the counter bore, I actually did the counter bore first, which is the, you know, slightly larger hole, which I think generally you do your counter bores last, but the way those Forstner bits are, they got a center on a small hole, so I used the small hole to center them and then ran the 3/8, which is the smaller diameter, on through, or maybe that's 5/16, hell, I can't remember. But anyway, it looks like I've got them fairly well centered up. I think it's good enough to fit. You know, if they don't fit, I'll beat them in there or something. But we'll fill these holes next. Doing the little side dots here. So we've got a drop of super glue there, and then I'm just using a rivet, just the stick end of a rivet. I don't know what you call that, but of a pop rivet. So I ground these cutters down so that they're flat on here. I don't know if you can see that, but flat, you know, so that they cut as flat as they possibly can. And I'll use them on the frets as well when I do the fret work. Project seems to have its Achilles heel, and I just met mine. The drill bit broke off down in here. I have to drill these 4 holes and then one here and one there, and it's ready for finish. So wouldn't you know it, you know, down the final stretch we finally hit the Achilles heel that I have no idea how I'm going to solve this little issue, but I think what I'm going to do is try and drill right next to it with a little bit bigger bit and see if I can't give it some room, then use a X-Acto there and just try and rescue it like they would a kid who fell down a well, you know. Well, here we go. I managed to drill a hole on either side, so So hopefully that will give me enough to extract this little weasel out of there. So they're good, for sure. Oh, you... Well, okay, I guess we broke off another chunk. Hopefully that gets us deep enough. I don't know how much of it's broken off, but let's see if we can drill it. It looks like we're deep enough for sure to hide our fastener. I think I'm deep enough to bury it down in there a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and start setting these guys. That didn't come out too bad. It's under the surface for sure. So I'll just kind of clean up the wood, dump a little bit of super glue down the side there just to make sure it's got a good hold. But you look at the one next to it, it's not a whole lot deeper. The only difference being there's no clearance below the screw. So this one will have to be kind of cut to length. No big deal. And yes, I am doing the retractable button, for those of you who were wondering.